So I wanted to share just one story on one of the pieces of software that I've recently built. At every single wedding I go to, I do one thing at every single wedding, and that is a same-day slideshow. So I take all your pictures all day long, and then during the reception, when the bride and the groom sits down to finally eat, so do I. But I also back up my memory cards, I back everything up, and then I pick like 50 to 100 of my favorite photos. I edit them real fast. I always tell them it's not a final edit. I airdrop those to an iPad, and then I drag that brightness all the way up, and their photos look incredible on a bright iPad in a dark reception space. Selfishly, it's my favorite time of the night too, because everyone's laughing or everyone's crying. There's all this like sentimental, the applause of like, oh, you did it, the day looks great. Selfishly, I love it. It's brought me a ton of business. Back in the old days, I used to leave like a little business card stacked behind it. Kind of cheesy, I don't do that anymore. But it has definitely brought me a lot of goodwill from vendors, from couples, from clients, from other people that are at the wedding. But recently, Apple changed their iPad slideshow presenter. It used to be very simple. It'd show the whole photo, doesn't matter if it's horizontal or otherwise. It dissolves, very easy. You can drag it for the speed, and it's gone. Now it's like comic book, where you got like one photo will slide and it'll change the crop, and it looks hideous. I mean, okay, it looks nice, maybe for showing someone your vacation photos. But for the wedding, it wasn't what I wanted. So with AI, I built a piece of software. This is not like a sales video, so I'm not even gonna tell you the name of it, but it is on the App Store. That was the coolest part, is I made something that not only I wanted and needed, but something that was actually pretty good. It's actually for sale now on the App Store and selling. Real briefly, it allows me to like airdrop my photos to it. It allows me to obviously play, reorganize all the photos and all that fun stuff. But I wanted to capture that like business card thing, but not feel so cheesy. So I added this little functionality where it will actually create a QR code based on a URL you give it. So after I show the couple their photos, I'll start a slideshow real fast to show you. But once it gets rocking, the photos go, you'll see this little QR code down here. Well, that little QR code, if a guest hovers over it, will take them right to my Instagram or anything that I want, my portfolio, website. You can even add 2 of them, and you can even add like a watermark if you wanted. So I just had this idea of how could I iterate? How could I take something that was working great? How could I upgrade it? How could I make it a little bit better? And how could I actually implement it? How could I actually use it myself and then maybe share it with other people? So I'm sharing this story. I shared an update last week. I just want to let some people see and people know what I'm kind of talking about here, but there are so many pieces of software that I can't wait to share with you. Some really interesting and fun things that we've made over the last couple months. Titus has made some really cool software. I've mentioned that before. If you go on the App Store now, if you have Apple Watch, you can search for that one. It's called Wrist Folio, Wrist Folio. You can track your Bitcoin portfolio with it. It's really cool. Anyways, I just wanted to share one piece of that software, one little story. A lot of people chimed in, were interested to see what I was up to. What are you up to? Is anybody else working with AI these days? Has anybody made some like really helpful niche tool like that only their industry would want or understand, but was really helpful to you? I want to see it. I love this stuff. I'm geeking out about it. A little peek behind the curtain if you want to know how I made this. Of course, I had the idea, so I was just kind of writing out some notes and different iterations, things that were like nice to haves, need to haves. Had a conversation with ChatGPT, but then there's this other program called Codex. Again, I'm not going into the weeds here, but if you have a ChatGPT Pro account, you also have access to Codex. Download Codex, install it on your computer. I promise you by the afternoon, you'll have a working prototype of some really cool idea and app in your head. Iterated. Had this idea of, I wonder if I could make this onto my iPad to replace this. Sure enough, it worked really well with Xcode. That's Apple's like native developer program. Built the whole app. It tutored me on all of the things I needed to promote the app and actually like upload the app, all of the descriptions and screenshots and all of that fun stuff. Anyways, long story short, it's super fun. It's super easy to do these days. What cool app idea do you have that needs to be made? Have you already started making these things? What are you building with AI? Because my life has certainly changed. I'm not just a photographer taking pictures anymore. Now I'm building the software, the tools that I need to do my job better. I'm geeking out, obviously. What are y'all up to? Y'all build anything with AI these days?